Hello, welcome back or welcome to the channel. This is Soul Whispers with Michelle. This is a soul-led message, which means if it doesn't resonate deep within you, if you're fighting this story in any sort of way, please leave it behind for the soul that it is meant to find. May love hold you, may truth guide you, and may you be released from whatever is not yours. And so it is, my friends. All right, let's see what we have. Your soul wants you to focus on chicks, purity of heart, trust, and kindness. Interesting. Why does your soul want you to focus on this? We have composting. It is through remembrance of the past that you can create a more purposeful future. I love that. Okay, it does kind of give me the sense, though, a little bit here that something happened that, like you're in a particular energetic state that's kind of right? Like you're feeling a little bit. This is for someone who's feeling uninspired, a little bit bitter, kind of like I've been doing so much and it feels like nothing's changing, even though very subtly in the background, you know, a lot of things have changed. But there's a slight, I feel like, lack mindset because you're not exactly, I feel like almost in a sense, you don't have exactly what you want. And it's like, instead of focusing on everything that you do have and all the accomplishments that you've had in, say, the past 5 years, it feels more as though you're focused on just the lower vibrational frequency. The reason that your soul's brought you to this is because your soul wants you to turn this trash into treasure. So turn this low vibration into a higher vibration. All right, let's see what's opening up for you. We have Flower Wand. Take the wisdom, leave the pain. So that's the true essence of that composting, where you take the wisdom from the experience and then you leave the pain. Like there isn't, you don't have to carry that story with you. You can carry the intelligence with you instead. So a lot of times someone will be like, well, I'll never do that again. I learned my lesson. And it is an important lesson. But the downfall I see to some who have that feeling is that they still will look back at what happened and be like, that was horrible. It was so horrible. And that isn't the bad part. It's the part of, like, when they describe the story, it's like they go right back into that pain point, which means that pain is still within you and you haven't ever really released it. So what I feel like is opening up for you is really truly releasing the pain in your heart. This, in essence, will almost automatically make you a little bit kinder and have a little bit more purity of heart because there's not so much pain, like muckiness in there. What's supporting you through this? We have Peach Moonstone. Slow down, things progress in their own time. So it's funny because that does really remind me of what I was talking about earlier, where it feels like you want to be in a different place than you actually are. And this is just kind of the reminder, or what's supporting you is where you're at, because there's something that you don't know or haven't learned yet about the place that you want to be, that you're mastering now in order to get to that other place. I know how weird it sounds, but it's like you don't know what you don't know. And there's something, again, about you getting to this point from this point, that there's something here that needs to change for you to get to this point. What's coming in to further assist you? We have the Sacred Wheel. Same but different. What came through right away with the same but different was this sense of, I'm going through the same situation again, and you not seeing that the difference in the situation that you are going through is you. So where I feel like maybe you could have once been triggered, you're not triggered anymore. Where you may have once stopped because your nervous system was activated, meaning a goal. Maybe you didn't want to be seen. Maybe there's a scared of perfection, so scared of like criticism or whatever. Like all these things that have once stopped you, it's that they return, but you're different as you move through them because you're no longer allowing that nervous system to hold you back. That activated nervous system, you're not allowing that to stop you from moving forward. And this is why I feel we get that same but different. The wheel is turning. Things are changing. You are composting, turning that pain into wisdom and then releasing the pain. All right, the truth is we have astrological new year, that there's a second chance here at something. You know, and with that wheel in the circle, it's like a chance, a second chance to see things as they are. So there's something I feel like I don't think you're seeing all the changes that you have made to get you to this current point. Or perhaps actually it's that you just don't have enough reverence for where you're at now because you're not where you want to be. And there's something here about finding balance between where you're at and where you want to be, and still feeling joy in the journey of getting there. There's something here about the joy in the long term. Like if you only ever feel a certain amount of joy when you reach a goal, it just feels like your life would be a lot less filled with joy because you're always having to reach a goal or attain a goal to be joyful. And sometimes you can just be happy for happy's sake. Interesting. Your soul wants you to commit to... So this is actually the card I was thinking of. The sweetness is shortbread. Your soul wants you to commit to the sweetness of life, to focusing on the sweetness of life. I'm getting the sense that you might notice, like, again, whatever you focus on grows. And if you focus on all the bad things that happen, those are just more easily accessible. And then you may make you forget all the good things that have happened, where it's like very balanced, but you're not seeing it as balanced because you're only viewing it from one lens and one perspective. So your soul wants you to commit to taking time to really enjoy life. The current running through the soul focus, we have 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝘀, letting your soul guide you. The way that your soul speaks to you, that I have experienced, is that it's very calm. It's very harmonic. It's very matter of fact, but not in a very matter of fact way. Just like a gentle whisper of truth. And when our nervous system is very activated or we're focused on lower vibrational frequencies, it's really, really hard to hear that soul whisper. So the focus that's running through this, or the undercurrent running through this, is you to follow that soul whisper. And then do 𝗧𝗵𝗶, manifestation, mind, body, and soul. I call mind, body, and soul the triangle of manifestation, because when you get all three of those lined up, you create a different reality for yourself, because different thoughts create different actions create a different reality. And depending on what you're believing spiritually, with your soul, mentally, depending on what you're doing with that and the actions that you're taking, define what your reality is going to be. So I think there is an importance on lining all of those up in order to create a coherence within yourself. Because what you'll find, like, it's not that you will, how do I say that? I know, I just kind of went blank, but I think that's it, you guys. I don't have any more for you. But there is something about this last card that's kind of throwing me. Except for the last thing is really, like, do focus on getting the mind, body, and soul into alignment. And again, the mind aligning with the soul belief, aligning with your actions, body being the actions, and also what you're putting in your body. Because that can lower energetic foods will create lower energetic thoughts, right? So it really is about aligning these three things in order to create your reality. All right, my friends, if this Soul Whisper supported you and you'd like to reciprocate that support, my Venmo and PayPal are located in the description. If you'd like to support me in a free way, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel really helps me expand my reach, and I really appreciate your support. Thank you. Until the next whisper.